Hello, welcome to the Mark Janad Show, the cybersecurity show. In this video, I'm going to talk about Windows commands you need to know. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going dark. Please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and the like button. Please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and the like button. So let's get into it. Number one, we have ping, which is used to test network connection. The ping command tests network connectivity between two devices by sending ICMP echo requests. For example, computer A tests if it has connectivity to computer B by sending some packets back and forth. Okay, the next one we have is ipconfig. That's one of my favorites. And this is how you get network adapter details. The ipconfig command is used to display a computer's TCP IP configuration. You can display the IP info for a single or all network cards installed on a computer. Next, we have the NSLOOKUP, and the NSLOOKUP command is used to check DNS records and troubleshoot DNS. This is a must-have command for any system admin or network engineer. You can do all kinds of tests to verify DNS is working correctly. You can check PTR, AMX, SOA, and many other types of DNS records. Number 4, tracert, which is network troubleshooting. The tracert command is used to track the pathway a packet takes from a source IP to the destination address. This simply means it's going to display each hop router that the packet passes through to reach its destination. Next, we have the shutdown command. The shutdown command does exactly that. It shuts down a computer. This command is useful for shutting down or restarting local or remote computers. It also provides a quick way to see all the logs for why a computer restarted or was shut down. Next, we have the GPU update, and that's the group policy update. The GPU update command is used to apply group policies on a computer in a Windows domain. This is a very popular command. I see a lot of help desk texts that use it. Sometimes you can run this command to refresh GPOs. So far, let me know what is your favorite that I'm saying so far. What is your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. Next, we have the netstat. And this is a very awesome command. The netstat command displays TCP IP connection information, Ethernet stats, and computer's routing table. A system admin, may use this command on Windows servers and clients when troubleshooting connection issues. It can be verified, it can verify application servers are working correctly by checking that the service is running and listening for all connections on the port. Next, we have DCDIAG. DCDIAG, the test domain controller. If you are an administrator of Active Directory, then you must know this command. This command will analyze the state of your domain controllers. It has over 30 built-in tests. You should be running this command at regular intervals to ensure your domain environment is healthy. Number 9, netstop and netstart. This is Windows services. It's a simple command to start and stop Windows services. Next, we have the system info. The system info command displays configuration details on a computer such as OS name and version, hardware information, boot time, logon server, and much more. So what do you think people might use that command for? Let me know. Next, we have the get MAC, and this command returns the MAC address from all the network cards on a system when troubleshooting a client connection issue. It is often needed, the computer's MAC address, so it can be verified to see if it connected on the switch. This command is the best way to quickly grab a computer's MAC address. Next, we have the GP result, and that's the group policy results. So the GP result command reports on what group policies and settings are applied to a user or a computer. This is another must-know command if you work with Active Directory servers. Okay. Next, we have the who am I command. Who are you, huh? Who are y'all, right? Who are y'all? So the who am I command, this command displays who is currently logged on the local system. It also can display what groups a user belongs to. You're going to want to use this command to display the logged on user's group membership. So that is what I have for you today. Those were more than 10. I gave you some bonus in there. Please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and the like button. Please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and the like button. Do you have topics? Do you have suggestions or subjects you would like me to cover? Please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to get right on that for you, because I appreciate your support. I appreciate your viewership, and see you on the next video.